This is Immaculate, and today I'm going to I'm going to be discussing everything that happened within the past week. How are you? I'm going to be discussing everything that happened within the past week and share my mind, share what is on my mind. Um, earlier this week, um, earlier this week, Reverend Umukpai was buried. He was buried, and so many people didn't know how to feel. Um, for me, as a bystander, for me as somebody who wasn't really there, but somebody who followed the ceremony through social media, I was very, very impressed. To say that I was impressed is even an understatement, because they really, really did well. The organization of the ceremony was good. Everything went well. I was looking at everything and it was good. First of all, the man was a really big person, though, an important personality. He he lived in Akwa Ibom all through his life. He lived in Akwa Ibom. He was literally known as an Akwa Ibomite all through his life. And with that, it was actually, very, very good. Many people didn't believe that he was from Abia. If not for his burial, most people would not believe that he was from Abia State. If not for this his burial, if not for his burial, many people would not believe that he was from Abia. And for all it is worth, he lived in Akwa Ibom all his life. That was where most of his investments were. Most of his things were there. Most of the things he achieved were there. He is from Abia, but everybody thought he was from Akwa Ibom. Everybody thought he was from Akwa Ibom. Everybody, Reverend Umukpai was a very big Nigerian evangelist. And for some reason, he had a dual identity. He lived some kind of life that, you will not believe if they did not tell you. He was from Abia, but people thought he was from Akwa Ibom because he lived all his life in Akwa Ibom. He was a very well-schooled man. He went to school. No be say you go be evangelist, you no go school. Umukpai went to school. Reverend Umukpai went to school. He was well schooled, and the two governments, the government of Abia State and the government of Akwa Ibom, was well involved in his burial. They were involved in his burial. They supported his burial. In fact, Governor Umoeno, he came to the burial, and when they were sending him to Abia, he was there to bid him goodbye. He was there to say bye bye. And when I was watching those things yesterday, I was looking at the videos and I was praying and crying at the same time. I was praying and I was crying. I was praying and I was crying because the way the burial was organized, nobody fought. I even had to make a video earlier. Nobody fought, nobody quarreled, everybody comported themselves. E just be like say everybody know say this man wey die na better person. And the burial was concluded. I think it was day before yesterday or yesterday, I don't know, but the burial was concluded and everything went well. Everybody knew that everything went well, and so we really enjoyed. Even us that were watching from the media, we really did enjoy. Me, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed watching it because I prayed, I cried, I was so impressed. Everybody was involved. Both state governments were involved. Everybody was involved. Everybody was involved. The Christians were there, pastors were there, everybody came. His kinsmen, everybody came in. And for the life of me, I do believe that, you know, he got his reward. And I hope that his soul will rest in peace. I hope that his soul will rest in peace. And again, somebody somebody woke up one day and told us that same this week and told us that she had cancer. And people are now saying provide proof that you have cancer, and this person is still unable to provide proof. That person is still unable to provide proof. We are all waiting for her. Anyway, I watched movies this last week, and I went to rewatch that movie by Uche Montana called Monica. I went to rewatch it, and for the life of me, I couldn't rewatch it because the cruelty was very, very bad. For us who are first daughters, only us who are first daughters in a family would understand what Monica went through. That movie will just look ordinary to you if you have never been a firstborn in you have never been a firstborn in a Nigerian family. That movie will look ordinary to you if you have never been a firstborn in a Nigerian family. If you are not a firstborn in both your mother's and father's family, it will not make sense to you. That movie will not make any sense to you. It will not make any sense to you. Most of what we do as firstborns, especially first daughters, is overlooked. It is very, very overlooked. And it is a thankless job too. Nobody will tell you thank you when you help your family. Nobody will tell you, thank you very much if you help your family. They are not going to shout out to firstborns. Yes, they are not going to say, it's not like, it's just like when you greet your father for being kind to you. You say, oh, thank you, daddy. Nobody does that for firstborns. Instead, they will remind you that it is your role. It is something that you should do. It is something that they expect you to do. It is something that they look to you to do. And even if you can't do it, they will still mock you for it. If for any reason you can't do it, they will mock you for it. Monica's own was very bad though, seriously. In that story, Monica's case was very bad, because if you watch that movie very well, you will know that even in family pictures, she was not there. She was not there in their family pictures. She was not there in whatever they were doing. She was not there. They overlooked her. They almost drove her insane, because she wasn't taking care of herself. She wasn't doing anything for herself. All that he wanted to do, they wanted her to do, was to take care of them. You will find out that Monica didn't achieve anything for her own self. She didn't. It's not like she was allowed to go to school. She didn't go to school. She didn't. The skill that she learned self is by the grace of God. She didn't achieve anything for herself. She was just working and giving them to support her siblings in school. She was working and giving those people, working and giving those people, working and giving those people at home. If you even look at the wigs that she wore, you laugh. The wig self that she is wearing, you will laugh. If you look at the wigs that she wore that time, you will laugh, because she wasn't really taking care of herself. She wasn't actually taking care of herself. She wasn't really taking. You look at the clothes that she's wearing. As a tailor, even the clothes that she's wearing was funny. Because tell me why you are a tailor and you are wearing Miriamaka gown. You are wearing Miriamaka skirts. Why? But you are a firstborn. You are a firstborn. You are wearing Miriamaka skirts. You are wearing Miriam, but you are a firstborn. Why? Why are you wearing Miriamaka skirts? It just shows you that as you are taking care of other people, kuku take care of yourself. Find ways to take care of yourself. You cannot kill yourself for other people. You cannot put yourself in a quagmire for the sake of other people. I'm just tired. What I want to talk about? What else do I want to talk about? That movie, When Love Leaves, when the glass breaks. There's a Nollywood movie on YouTube, When the Glass Breaks. It is an hour and some minutes. It teaches you, that movie teaches you that it's not every advice that your friend gives you that you will accept. It's not, please. So it's not every advice that a friend will give you that you will accept. It's not every advice that your friend gives you that you will take. It's not every single thing that your friend will say that you will accept. That movie started very, very well. I thought maybe that the offense that the girl committed is small. But looking at that movie, if it was me, I would do the same thing that girl did. When the Glass Breaks, on YouTube. It's on YouTube. The movie started well. It's like they are doing burial in my place. Let me show you. This is how they bring the corpse home for burial in my place. They have not even finished. They have not finished. Let me see. So, as I was saying, when that movie started, I when that movie started, I thought, okay, maybe the offense that this lady committed is very small. So I wanted to stay and watch it. When the confession now started, Omo, I started saying, Tufiakwa, 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 Tufiakwa. I started rebuking. I started God forbidding. I started doing a lot of things. When I now heard that story, this person allowed her friend to mislead her thoroughly. This person allowed her friend to lead her into sin. First of all, it was like she was newly married. So, as she was newly married, you know, when you are newly married, you're always looking for advice everywhere. So she will go to her friend and give her friend a little bit of advice and ask her friend for advice on how to treat her husband. Then one day, the girl now went to her friend and said, oh, okay, I want to find a job so that I can support my family. Please, I want to find a job. My husband is suffering. I want to be able to support my family. This girl now said, why are you supporting? The other friend now said, why are you planning to support your family? That it is not good. That if your husband knows you have money, he will leave you to carry all the responsibilities. And somehow, this other lady got a job and then went back to tell her friend that, see, oh, I got a job. And this friend had the audacity to tell her, let me tell you what you are going to do. Don't tell your husband that you got a job. If you tell him that you got a job, he will now expect you to carry the family responsibilities. That other friend was Soso. If you know Soso in Nigeria, that other friend was Soso. She now said, okay. And she went and obeyed this lady. She got a job, but she did not tell her husband that she got a job. She started building a house, and she did not tell her husband that she had started building a house. All at the advice of that her other friend. That her other friend told her that she should not tell her husband that she got a job. She should not tell her husband how much they are paying her. She should not tell her husband so and so. And she obeyed that her friend. It was crazy, because how are you obeying this friend so easily? How is it so easy for you to obey this your friend? What is doing you? What is actually doing you? Why are you able to obey this your friend so much? Whatever she says, you will do. Whatever she says you should do, you will go and do. Why? Why, Cow? Why are you obeying this your friend so much? And then again, when her friend, her son, she now got pregnant and had a son. And the funniest part is, before she had that son, they were talking about buying a car. And her husband said, "Oh, I have so 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 amount of money, but I'm keeping it for our baby." And so I'm expecting her, in my mind, I'm expecting her to bring some of the money for the car. But this lady never brought any money. This lady never brought any money. This lady never brought any money. Her husband didn't later buy the car. And there was the one that almost drove me crazy was when her husband, her own son fell ill, and they were going to do some kind of surgery. The doctor called them and said that the cost of the surgery was in dollars. She didn't bring the money for that surgery. She didn't bring the money for that surgery. Omo, I almost craze. Hey, hmm. Later she got the thing is, later she got the consequences of that particular thing she did. And I enjoyed it. It was like, it was a satisfaction. So those are the movies I watched for this week. There was not much. All these movies are movies I've watched before. There was not much interesting movies um during the week. Those are movies I've watched before. Today I washed plates, I cleaned my house, I did a lot. Please subscribe and follow my channel for more. I'll be bringing Nigerian gist for you people. I'll be bringing Nigerian gist for you people. All the gist that you have missed, I will bring them. Please like the live, power type on the live, and every Saturday, join me. If you want to subscribe to the account, subscribe to my account and join me. Let me be bringing Nigerian gist to you guys every week on Saturdays. All the gist that you have missed, all the movies that you missed, everything that you missed, I will bring them to you guys. Hi, Joy Shola. Hi, hi. Nigerian gist, Nigerian style gist, I will bring them to you people. Just um subscribe and follow me. What did I even miss? Apart from Reverend Uman's burial. Hi, hi, Joy Shola. Hi, how are you? All the Nigerian style gist, I will bring them to you guys every Saturday by 10 a.m. I'm also a prophetess and a writer and a prophetess. A writer. I'm Nigerian, by the way. I'm a writer, a prophetess, a teacher. If you love my content, please subscribe, tap the subscription button and follow me. Thank you.